Lord, help me with my frustrations. I know I look crazy. Talk and word vomit. And this is where I just put my stuff out there. And I do want to document my journey if I'm serious. Like, I feel like I just look so crazy, but these sunglasses gotta stay on because my face looks crazy. Like, my face was looking less bloated. It's been over 24 hours that I have only been drinking juice. I'm drinking these smoothies from the juice shop. I'm actually sitting outside one of the juice places. They probably think I'm crazy, but they probably don't think I'm crazy because it's COVID season. They gave me one of these 5 drinks. I guess was like $10 a piece because I think the bill was like it was like 52 or something like that. So I want to kind of challenge myself to go get some vegetables and do my own juicing because I am trying to stay away from the sugars and the fruits and just do it, just as sustenance. I wish that it had connected to the person who says that they were juicing as well, because I don't want to be like a cop out, but I feel like I want to be realistic and add in like vegetables, like meatless but just vegetables, vegan, I guess. I don't know, y'all. I have so much going on in my mind. Like, even if I was not juicing, I would still be in a bad mood. Like, it's just me throwing the juicing on top of it. But what's so crazy is that I don't even know what made me decide to do this right now. Like, I do know it's not like I put as much thought into it as I normally do. Yesterday, I have my juice here, cucumber. Okay, how are you making your juices? Like, are you making them? Are you buying them? I know my internet connection is bad, but I just said how I've been buying mine, but I'm going to kind of commit and make it at home because I just spent $52 on 5 juices and I already had a juice or a smoothie earlier in the day. I prefer the smoothie texture over the straight juicing texture. I have a Breville juicer. Mm. It would be something for me to even try. I don't know what is going on with me. This video also says my mental struggle because I really am having like some mental struggles with just like change, like trying new things. Like, I love to try new things. I love to be adventurous. And I know, like, I wanted to do yoga today, and I have never been to a yoga studio. And I looked at it and I looked at it and then I misread it and went to sign up. Their website was acting kind of crazy. Long story short, I thought I could go at 7:30, but like the last intro yoga class was like at 5:30. And it's just like I could have made it to the 5:30 class. Like, if I just would have got up and made up my mind like an hour before and said, you know what, I'm going, instead of just overthinking things so much. And so this time, like when like I we went to New Orleans last weekend and we ate really good food per usual. My boyfriend wanted to take me out to lunch and dinner today, and I was just like, you know what, I'm good. It's not necessary. I was already drinking my juice. I didn't eat dinner last night. I just drank juice or what have you. Um, and I'm like, I'm already frustrated, right? Let's just be real. I'm already frustrated. It's like normally I would go out for a nice meal and have some wine, but it would be the same thing. I'll just be frustrated and more bloated. So why not just like take the bloat out of it and just stay on the juice, right? Which is easier said than done, especially like when you are a comfort eater. When I make too many changes at once, I get overwhelmed. I have to make baby steps. Am I really? I don't feel. You know what? I don't really feel like I've made a lot of changes at once. I feel like the world has changed, right? I'm trying to see if I'm going to go have a salad or not. If I was going to have a salad, I was going to go down here because they have kale salads. I am going to eat vegetables. I'm not going to tell myself that I'm only going to do juice because I'm going to be by myself for most of this week. So I can really do this like all the way up until Thursday, Monday through Thursday. So I can do this. Um, and I just want to be honest with myself and do some work on myself. I am going to take that intro yoga class one day this week. I think it's Tuesday is the next time. Juicing is not new to me. It's not like a major change. I've juiced before. I loved it before. And something that I have changed in my mind is in the past, I don't know how it came upon me, like 2 weeks, I would say, was like this idea of really taking care of myself. I'm not talking about this, new wave that all the young flighty people are doing. I'm talking about really consuming things in the spirit of, does this take care of me and what I need? Like, is it not, and not just being like essential, but really just being something that takes care of you, mind, body, and spirit. So that's just where my head is at. And I don't know if you've ever been on that wavelength before, where you make certain declarations to yourself and you start to follow through them with them, and then it just seems like all hell starts to break loose around you. It's not that all hell is breaking loose around you, it's just like your mind is changing. And the way that I even came up to this conclusion was like, I feel like I'm doing a lot of things that don't serve me. Does that make sense? I do a lot of things that just they don't add any value. They don't do anything. And I'm tired of it, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to start focusing on things that I really would enjoy or really do serve me and take care of me. But it feels like the old self, isn't that so crazy? The old self fight the new baby self. And the new self is such a baby. It's like, please, I can't fight. I can't. And I do find myself to say, I cannot. Like, and that's exactly how I feel like. And that goes for people too. I was listening to like a little bit of Word. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but just saying about how, groups of people hang around each other and do the same things. And it's hard when you break away from a group initially. Like, I'm not a group person at all. Like, I can be in a group, but I never have based my identity on a group. Does that make sense? I do what I want to do. Like, we hung out with some people who were like from a small town, and I was like, I've always wanted to live in a small town, and everybody was like, no, no, you do not. And because there's a lot of pressure there. This girl said she didn't even have a social media account because, her life got good, and she didn't want people. I guess like she didn't want people to see how well she was living so that they can comment on it, and that's like so crazy. It's just crazy, just crazy. Anyway, so I was reading the back of this little juice thing here, and hopefully it doesn't melt, because I think I'm gonna go to Hobby Lobby. And I don't even want to go there. This is the mental thing. I don't even want to go there. I don't want to go any place where I'm just going to pack the shit away. Like, I want to use my planners and I want to start journaling. I have so many things that I could already use to do that I'm not even using. So it's like, what in the F is the problem? Like, and that's how I got to like this feeling of, why can't I just take care of myself and nourish the things that really do help me? Like, just simple things like journaling and exercising. Like right now, instead of going to Hobby Lobby or whatever, I could just drink this juice, drink some water, and go get on the elliptical. Yesterday, I was so effing frustrated about things going on in my personal life that I worked out for like 2 hours. Now, I didn't say I worked out hard, but I was on an elliptical. I did some squats. I did some kettlebell, back on the elliptical. I was just like in there. And I felt good. And I know I'm going to have to do that tonight as well, because I have to get out all of this energy. And then, like, after I worked out, I listened to old school Juanita Bynum, like, You Are My Peace. And it's just like, and while I was just listening to the music, like listening to the songs, Good Evening, Krishna, it was like, I am not going to be wrestling with my emotions. I am really going to put it down. I'm not going to be wrestling with my peace. I am going to just declare that I have peace in my life and this situation. And I'm going to really remind myself, like, anytime that I feel like I don't, like right now, you can kind of hear that I don't. On a tangible way, what's going on is I've been spending so much time over the past year looking for a house. From buying a house to renting a house to buying a house to renting a house. And I did not renew my lease. And my lease is up the 1st October, so 20 days. People in Houston, like, I'm not a Houston fan anyways. Hey, people in Houston have a problem. I would say it's a Southern thing with being direct. I am a cut to the chase, this is what it is person. I don't have to be shady. I don't have to be around the bush. I don't have to lie. I don't have to lie to anybody. Like, The only person who I would think I would lie to would be my boss because they pay my check. But I wouldn't even lie to my boss because I'm not going to do anything to put my paycheck in jeopardy. So I don't understand this idea of lying. For instance, I go on there and I'm like, okay, I wouldn't want to buy this house, but we can go ahead and rent this house. The house is for lease. The realtor starts to call the other realtor and they're like, oh, they didn't have any applications on it, which is a lie because in Houston, people put applications on the same day. Fine. Then they said, they came back and said, oh, well, they've been rejecting applications because they really want to sell the house. Why do you have your house for lease if you really want to sell your house? You have wasted my time. Now we're already on schedule to go look at this house. I didn't want to waste the realtor's time. The realtor, he wants to sell a house. So the other person who I'm with, he gets in his head that he might buy a house within the next 6 months to a year. So they come up, the realtor, and I call it my realtor and the realtor of the House of Lies. They have some kind of discussion where they will lease the house to us if we do a lease with the option to purchase. The realtor, my realtor, was like, keep the option. You said option. You didn't say guaranteed. You said option. Then the person who I'm affiliated with in my household, they started acting like a fucking numbskull, like they always do. And like, oh yeah, I can do this, I can do that. Like they're like thinking about actually buying this house. I was like, no, I told you from the get-go, I would never buy this house. My lease is just up and I need a place to live. Like, why? You don't even know what houses look like in that price range because you're not even looking. I'm the one legit. I check. It's called HAR here. I check HAR, which is like the Houston housing something. Anyways, it's where all houses for sale and for rent are, like these homes. I have made myself neurotic by checking that like every half hour at this point. Before I would check it like once a week, then I started checking it once a day, then I started checking it in the morning and the night because what would happen is the house would come on day one and I would wait 2 or 3 days, the house would be gone. Now, then what started to happen was I would see a house and within the hour I would be like, boom, put my application in and we would turn out to be number 10 in line, like number 10. How is that possible? How is it possible that you put a house out here for the public, but within the hour you have 10 applications? Nobody has had time to even go to this house. There's some other crap going on where people are just wasting each other's time trying to create a bidding war, and it's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. It's annoying. Just be direct. I know that capitalism is going to capitalize, but do not capitalize at my expense because my fuse is very short when it concerns BS. But the other person who I'm with, they love BS. So they will take the BS crumbs and devour them. And you can see that just sends me through the roof because I'm like, even like the house, like the lease option to buy, and he talking about buying it. I said, no, you know what I consider this? Then when we got to the house, it's on my Instagram right now. If you guys go over to my Instagram, it was the ones where I was like, stop catfishing with your house. Like, if your house is a piece of shit, just say, my house is a piece of shit. This is the price. Don't waste my time posting glamorous pictures, making your house look like 4 times the size. You think when I get there, I'm going to be like, oh, this is the piece of shit that I came for. I know you showed me something glamorous, but I'm going to buy this piece of shit anyways. Who's going to do that? Like, you just wasted everybody's time. Like, that's where I am. That is the tangible. It is the fact that, and I'm hot now. I'm hot. I needed to get that out because what happens is I refuse to get passionate with my boyfriend or whatever he is over anything right now because he is such a laid back person and that is who he is and it's not going to change him. He doesn't understand why he doesn't understand why I'm ever mad. He said, I don't understand how you get mad over things. Like, how do you, I'm like, I don't understand how you just sit there like doop, 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 doop. Like, I don't get it. So you guys are experiencing my level of just, can you imagine my surprise when I figure out I have like I go down to the front office because I know my lease is up October the 1st or whatever. I go down to the office and I start telling the girl like I'm about to be home because we have enough in the world already. I said, but if you see somebody with like a stick and a white handkerchief on top of it, that might be me. And so she started talking to me about, there was a move in on the 7th. So now I can't even stay in my old apartment. Like literally, I gotta pack my crap and go. I am so through the roof, and dealing with somebody who is completely laid back, acting like they don't see the big deal. They have 3 places that they can stay: a place in Dallas, a place in New Orleans. Oh, and I'm just going off. I'm just like ranting, and it's buffering. That's correct. I don't know. It's not buffering on my side, so I don't know what's going on over there. I'm just, and I think because what I'm trying not to do is I am trying not to give somebody else the energy. It's like once you show me that you don't care, or that my feelings can be compartmentalized somewhere else with another business deal, I don't want to put my energy out like that to that individual. I don't want to give the energy at all, but I guess this is what it means to be human, because then I'll end up turning on my camera and just ranting into the phone like, what is going on? I think anybody who did not know where they were going to move. And then what made it so bad about the apartment situation was that the rents had been down all COVID, and my apartment complex did a lease up. So the apartment that I'm looking at right now, last month was $300 less than what they wanted for right now. I'm mad. I'm really mad. I am mad because, and I don't know if this is buffering for people. Maybe people are not supposed to know, like, how I really mentally feel. I am mad because I have never been this irresponsible with where I live. I cannot believe I have been this irresponsible. The leasing girl was like, I can't either, like, who does that? And then it's like, not only can I not believe that, I feel like that I painted myself into the corner. I'm a big personal responsibility person. I always feel like anything that happens is always like my fault. It's because I didn't do something. And it's like the realtor, he feels like the same way. Well, we're friends and everything like that. So it's a different relationship. And he's like trying to be, I'm going to be real with you. You had a lot of options. The first house that I saw was a house that I should have gotten. And I should have taken heed when the person that I was with and how they acted about that. And I'm starting to develop a major problem with a man that says no. I have to live in this house 365 days out of the year. This person travels. I just, and then the realtor was like, and even the realtor was like, well, you just have to trust that I can do my job. And he showed us some house that's for sale that nobody's buying and we can go lease it. But I'm like, I don't even like this house. And I'm not desperate. I'm not desperate just to be in a house just to say I'm in a house. Okay. I'm not like, I'm doing this to make somebody else happy, but then I can't even get something I like. Like, Jesus. The whole thing, though, on a deeper level, and I can't even get my voice to come down. I need to conserve it because my voice has been feeling really scratchy. Like when I went to, it was allergies, because when I went to New Orleans, my eyes were just like crying and stuff. On a deeper level, I feel like I'm not being heard. I feel that it is a waste of time to express myself. And then I feel on even a deeper level is that I am a better woman than that. I am a better woman than to allow somebody to walk over me or not give me what I want or not bust their ass to give me what I want. And I'm not waiting 10 years down the line to live the life that I want. I'm a person that believes, okay, if you want something, go out and get it. Okay? I understand you have to work hard. You have to live below your means. But for the real workaholics out there that are always like, well, within 5 years, or within 2 years, or within 3 years, and all of a sudden, your whole life has passed you by. Like, if you're in your 30s and 40s and you're not living right now, when are you ever gonna live? Like, I want to live right now while my body is still like minimally arthritic, because it is arthritic a little bit, Jeez. Whew. That's where I'm at. That is where I'm at. So I'm sitting in my car like a lunatic, ranting to this camera because Girl, you really, my face looks really red too. I don't know. All the retinols and sunburn and all that kind of stuff. I'm like very sunburned. Jeez Louise. I keep looking back because I keep thinking that's somebody that I know. Hey Deb, you just missed me go all the way off. Deb, are you receiving this okay? Like, or is it buffering for you? I don't know. I needed to start doing like set videos, but you know what? I don't need to do nothing. That's how I feel. You heard it. Deb, you heard me get all the way real. Like I have just had it. I in 2020, I had it with lies. I remember like years ago, like in the last president like election time, like 2016, I was like, I am gonna start a lobby group that's just called Stop Lying. Like that was my thing. Like just stop lying. Like just stop lying. I could support so many people, and people just got behind my campaign. Like I don't want to be like a politician, but I want to have a lobby group that's called Just Stop Lying. Tell people what the rent is. Tell people what the crime is. Tell people how much money you want. Just stop lying. Stop wasting valuable, precious energy on lies. And then I just have to stop giving a damn. And what it does, it puts me in a really tough spot, because it's like, if I just stop caring about all this stuff, I'm really not going to have any care to give. Because when you cancel out all the lies and misinformation, like if I just say I am not going to care about lies and misinformation, which is how I live my life, it really is, and then I start walking around like, woo, life's pretty good. But then I feel like I'm in a bubble, right? I'm in this bubble because I'm like, no, I am not going to get riled up by lies and misinformation. I'm just not. Hopefully, within 5 days of drinking his juice, doing some yoga, listening to some spiritual things, I will grow spiritually and mentally. I want to grow as green as this vegetable that made this juice. I need to grow. But you know what? You know what the serious part is? Now that I've ranted, I'm coming back down off my tarmac of rage. I would not feel like this if I was not growing. I am not the same person that I was even 2 years ago, where I feel like somebody else is going to take care of me. Like, it makes me sad in a way that has really been taken away from me. Like, I have no faith, no trust, no hope in anybody taking care of me, which everybody will be like, duh, you gotta take care of yourself, gotta keep the roof over your head, you gotta make sure that you're able to take care of yourself. Some people are blessed with really close-knit families and they have somebody to lean back on. No, I gotta make sure that I take care of me, because everybody else be like, well, I don't understand what the big deal is. They go off and live their life, and your life in shambles, and they don't understand what the big deal is, and you should just get over it. So, I am really battling with. It's gonna be so funny if I play this back and watch it. And I'm gonna play this back and watch it on Thursday. And I know there's gonna be like a whole bunch of changes going on, because when you do different things, it is a mindset change. Even on this little box that the juice comes in. It says, there's like all these little writings on here. But one of these things says, use this time for self-reflection. God sometimes talks to us deepest when we are the most still and focused. Those who are tested deeply, he greatly uses. He uses greatly. What did you say, Deb? I missed it. You definitely have grown a lot in the last 2 years. I just feel like, I don't know. Like, but it's like I said, it's like my old self is battling my new baby self. Like, my old self would have been bitter and it would be angry, like how I'm angry right now. And it may not have done anything. My old self, did you just say douche? No, I did not say douche. I did not say that. My old self would have been bitter and like disappointed. I don't know. Like I'm disappointed now. That's not a word. My old self would have let the other person take charge. I probably would like not stand up for myself and be like, okay, you want to go get a crap house? I'm gonna move in the crap house with you. That's my old self. My new self is like, whoa, 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 whoa. You talking about taking a business trip from Monday to Thursday? Can you picture me living in these houses from Monday to Thursday by myself alone? That puts a whole nother perspective onto it. I just, and I know this is really personal. This is really personal. And in a way, it feels, in the old days, this probably would have felt immature to tell people how I really feel as a 36-year-old woman. But right now, I feel like people probably can relate to me, whether they admit it or not. It is very hard as a woman to be heard. As an educated woman, it's like all kind of tap dancing you have to do to make sure that your message is just delivered so sweet and nice so that somebody's ears may tingle when they hear the sound. And it gets annoying. It gets very, very frustrating. And I don't know, maybe I just need some time alone to like work on myself so that I don't have to like frustrate another person, because in this current situation, only thing it does is create two frustrated people because they're not listening to me anyways. Because they're doing everything they can do to stay calm and to do what they want to do, and they will take anything apparently. I know everything closes so early now. I'm like, I need to go home and clean up my little apartment that I have right now. I'm definitely gonna pray. I'm definitely gonna pray, and I need to just calm my nerves, like really calm. Like that's the best thing you can ever do. Like as a mature adult, is to remain calm. Like even though I'm ranting and raving in this car, I don't need to let anybody outside of this car push me. Like, because this is how people get into like those road rage scenarios, or you go into a store and go viral. Like, you know what? Hey, no. I had it for the fucking day. You mess with the wrong one right now. You know, I don't want to. I don't even want to do that in my own house. That's why I just removed myself. I was like, okay, you spending the day with your daddy. Let me get out of here before you get back. It'll be the last straw. How you know, Dage? It'd be the last. It's like, woo! I watched some lady go off on United Airlines or Spirit Airlines. She went viral, black lady, talking to a white girl and telling her about being white privilege. And then she broke her all the way down to the scientific level and told the girl that she couldn't even reproduce because she had a recessive gene and she was the dominant gene as the black queen. And I was like, oh. Sometimes when people say stuff, I get so embarrassed. Like, I had to pause the video, but I did have to see how it ended. She just went but she was going so deep in that situation. When she was talking to that little white girl, she was like, you be quiet. You are so white privileged that you think you can tell me what to do. No, you be quiet. You have a seat. And the little girl was like, I am seated. She said, well, you stay seated and you stay in that seat because I am the queen in this situation. But when she kept going deeper and deeper about them having the recessive genes and different kind of things like that. And then she said, oh, I've been waiting because it was putting her off the plane. And she knew she was going to get put off the plane. She said, oh, I've been waiting my whole life to say this. Woo! I felt her when she said that. I felt her because, you know, sometimes we have things, especially as women, like, I think men, they just go around and they just say things. They even say this dumb crap. They just blah, 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 blah. But women, we sit there and we hold it and we like, oh, we not going to, oh, now isn't the time, or how everybody else is going to receive it, you know. And I get it because it's, even the Bible says, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. That's it. That's in the Bible. So, hey, if the Bible mama can tell you that means something, because it is something about a woman that goes off. And if you are a woman like me, I will go off to the point where I'm gonna lose my mind, and I'm gonna help you lose yours. So I try, because even like when you do see those viral videos, it is something about when a woman goes off. It's like, whoo, she done aired it out. Everybody looking like, should we really be here right now? Anyways, I have to laugh at myself, girl, because I know what I know. Somebody put a video on YouTube and said about their weaknesses, and she said, I'm not gonna talk about my weaknesses as like, my weaknesses, I help people too much. She's like, no, I'm gonna talk about my weaknesses that really are like a crap trait in me and that I really need to change and grow. And I kind of received that, and I didn't listen to the video too much because, you know, my attention span these days on Instagram is real short. But she was just saying, she was prefacing by saying, like, when you recognize weaknesses in yourself so you can work on them, like, but you all know, never ask for patience. The disadvantage of black women going off is our spouses always seem surprised. They be looking like, what I do. You know what, Dej? That's how you say it, DEJ. He doesn't look at me like what I do. I feel like he be building a case against me. I feel like he be like, see, I knew you were crazy. This is going in the crazy file. This is how, like, I don't know. Like, I would rather suffocate myself in anger than to let him have any right now. I would rather, like, and I remember talking to my friend, like, a long time ago, what she said, because she practices what I am trying to do. And she said, because she refused to go off her husband and yell and scream and stuff like that, that's just not the kind of woman that she wanted to be. And she said she got so angry that she fainted. I will never forget that. Like, at the time, I was like, girl, do you know how much stuff I would have done before I fainted over being angry? But now I see. I'm gonna send her a voice recording. My skin is so red, and I'm not even wearing any. Yeah, she had this, and she does live that. She holds herself to a high standard. She holds herself to the high road, like always taking the high road. Like, some people really, they've been through different things in their life, even growing up. I'll say growing up, you know, and they just, hey girl, hey lost soul, they just have different kind of images that they don't want to be. And a lot of us don't want to be loud, angry black women. I don't want to be a loud, angry, fat black woman, but here I am. So sometimes I just have to live in my truth, girl. I laugh at myself. I know. I know that's not right. If it wasn't COVID, everybody would think I'm weird, but I think people probably think I'm on a Zoom call. Oh man. So, you know, I'm living a real life. I have tuned out so much stuff, but then it's like personal life is still going on, and I'm still in this world, right? We're still in this bubble of, we don't know what's going to happen next. We don't know to spend the money, not spend the money. Then you go crazy when you just living in a hovel somewhere, feeling like, well, what's really going on around me, you know? And so then I just take off and do a juice cleanse and sit in my car and talk to myself for about 30 minutes. Guys, you know that I am very me, okay? And I do keep it transparent, maybe to my deficit. I keep it transparent. I really do. And I am really thinking about starting that lobby group called Stop Lying. If y'all want to make up some signs, y'all have an idea where my headquarters would be, we will take up collections. Like, if people want to send money, just like BLM, if they want to send money to the Stop Lying lobby group, it will be used to help people to be vindicated from lies. Like, it would be easy to do. It would be so easy to do. Like, it would help to, like, get lawyers, like, where people have been lied against, to, like, if they had lost jobs or been evicted or I had things on their credit, or it's so much stuff you can do with the lobby group Stop Lying. It's just maybe that's my business. You know, I keep looking for all these businesses. I think my business might just be Stop Lying. I think we have taken lies and misinformation so far that the way that is impacting our everyday lives and how people operate is forever changed. Like, I almost feel like that we living on dust right now. Like, are you gonna write this in Etch a Sketch, or are you gonna use your Snapchat so it can disappear in 24 hours? Like, which one? You go? Are you gonna put it on your TikTok so you can dance it off, or like what? Like what? Like there's no truth. Anyways, I'm don't y'all can put it on t-shirt, stop lying, and they be like, oh my god, just stop lying, just tap it. But that's like a very service thing, like to stop lying. But it's also, which is what I'm trying to do, is to really tap into some truth, because it's not just enough to stop lying. Like, that's just like the bare, to me, that's like the bare bones minimum you can do. But it's very hard to find out what is really true for you. Because, and I'll give you an example, like back in the day, like, 2 to 3 years ago, I would have been like, he said he can take care of it, and he's willing to take care of it, I'm gonna let him take care of it. Now I have so many other thoughts that's like, no, that's not true for me anymore. I got to be involved in this decision making. I have to be comfortable with it. So it's like a, back and forth, even though no lies are being told, but it's the understanding of my own personal truth. That's what has me so riled up. I probably just need to go get in my journal and just write in it, like dust it off, and just write in it for at least 5 good pages, and just be like, it was that simple, girl. Yeah, I got my old self fighting my new baby self, that's trying to change and be well and really take care of who I am overall. And then it's also finding a truth that I'm currently standing in. Girl, everything about me looking busted right now, but I am okay with it. I threw this bun up here. I walked out with this shirt that I got for $4. I don't really wear bras that much. Like, I try to find clothes I don't have to wear bras with, which ever since COVID, because I spend most of my house inside. So yeah, do I feel better by blabbing this? I know this makes sense to somebody, because I think we had gotten so far, we as people, as a culture overall, had gotten so far into suppressing our feelings and by being stoic, that now when people do talk about any kind of emotionality, we're thirsty for that, because there's just so much emotionality going on. I know if I'm getting emotional right now, I know it's some nervous wrecks out there. And matter of fact, I know people that said they was going to counseling therapy over the news. So I know if they're going over that, I can go over, Woo! That's all I can say. Anyways, 37 minutes, y'all. I started low and I went high, and I'm climbing back down the mountain to my juice that I'm drinking. Oh, they want you to have these juices 2.5 to 3 hours apart to maintain a full stomach, and drink water in between. If you're starving and can't think you make it, can't make it through, don't think it. And brought more PJs and learned that. Now, you know what? Pray, love, live. No, you can't do that. You can't go find some CBD. I don't do any kind of marijuana, anything like that. Not even CBD. And I know, I just know, I just rather get it all from the spirit. I rather just, like, I don't know. It's something about when you can really tap into your own personal spirit. For me personally, I know people are dibbling and dabbling in all kind of different things so that they can get that calm. And some people say they do things to put them on different spiritual levels, DMT. But I just like, it's like lifting weights. Lifting weights versus getting plastic surgery. That's why I'm back to juicing. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm not even going to ask what that pajama size was if you went up in pajama sizes. Wow, this retinol really has my face looking real red right now. That's kind of weird. Yeah. Anywho, it is now 7 o'clock in quarantine time. These glasses are so old. Like, I didn't even bring my current sunglasses. These glasses have been in this car for at least 2 years, and I didn't know they were in here. I had to put something on my face because my face is just looking kind of crazy. I can tell that all my stuff has worn off here, and I do want to get that redone. So yeah, I'll probably be checking in with y'all. I think I feel a little bit calmer. I feel a little bit better, because I do recognize I've got some emotional rage that I could set it off right now. Hey, Portia, and I don't want to set it off. the higher me that's still a little infant baby that's trying to grow up is just trying to be an infant, and the old me that is just lock cocked and ready just to do it, we're gonna find ourselves. We're gonna find ourselves a balance, And I said that I don't like to like just go off or like give my energy to people and stuff like that, because right now we all know there's so much you can go off on, like so much. So I want to save my energy for the things that matter, and that's same thing with juicing. I want to do something for my body that matters, that makes a difference. If eating a cheeseburger matters to me one day in the future, then I'm going to eat that cheeseburger. But right now, that's not what matters to me. It's starting to get a little dim outside. I don't need to go to Hobby Lobby anyways, or Joann's. I don't need to buy anybody's stationery. I don't need to buy anybody. I do need some pens. I don't need to buy anybody's